Welcome everyone, I'm Giovanni and today I will give you an exciting experience that I will strike you. It was a long time that I wanted to make such a test of understand the difference between the current world and the new world. Yes, because we are talking about a product that is coming rapidly in our lives. Few years ago it was almost a Martian object. Now it's becoming a reality, less and less Martian and more terrestrial. We are talking of electric motorcycles. I know most of you will turn up their noses. Be careful, who's talking is a person that during winter, when it's raining outside and his board goes down to the garage and starts the bike only to see the tacos needles splashing up, to hear the muffler sound and to feel the smell that invades the garage. But the world changes and the people who opposes to changement succumbs, and whether we like it or not, I see a future more electric than thermal. Have you subscribed my channel? Many will tell me, yes, but the autonomy? If I wanna go on vacation with my bike, if I wanted to bring my grandma to North Cape non-stop, with an electrical bike I can only dream it. I won't tell you nothing, relax and enjoy this review. As always, it all started contacting who could put the bike at disposal. So I called the Italian importer who addressed me to the dealer. So even if the weather was awful, the temperature just above zero, and it was starting to rain, me and my friend Andrea made the test. So we were ready for the test and first surprise, I have to start the engine, but where is the ignition? Oh gosh, it is just on. That's right, it's an electrical bike. Which of you who like on Sunday morning to pull out his lovely bike and before to go revving up, warning their neighbors would be deeply disappointed? No noises, no smells, nothing. We start with the straight-up setup. The bike starts sweetly. The ride-by-wire accelerator is as delicate and starting as brutal in response if you overdo. It's in this mode you can handle in total security all the power range. Let's start saying that the bike is self-limited to 200 km per hour and reaches 100 km per hour in just 3 seconds. Therefore, to handle this power, the pilot has at his disposal 5 riding mode. I'd like to add luckily, otherwise it could take a moment to go belly up. While I warm up the tires, I try to get to know the dashboard controls and driving position. The saddle position is great. The saddle footrest handlebars triangle is optimal. In my opinion, forearms not so loaded, knee not so closed, and the saddle has the right hardness, not to tire but to convey the feeling. But let's talk a moment about the zero motorcycles. It was born in 2006 in California thanks to an aerospace engineer with a strong passion for motorbikes. The project was ambitious, to produce everything by his own, and in 2010 sales increased. During years the range of product grew up, and now we would find about a dozen of models in many fittings, performance and range variants. So let's begin to see in more close. No thermal engine but a brushless engine, the famous ZF7510. Built at home and optimized for motorbicycles use and able to develop a maximum torque of 190 Nm and maximum power of 110 horsepower at 5000 revolutions. The engine is not only just powerful, but also beautiful and efficient. An anodized aluminum packaging with cooling wings in plain sight right in the hub of the rear fork. The solution allows the assembly of the transmission belt that doesn't need particular regulation. I can say a solution simply brilliant. The structure is not remarkably innovative, but well studied. Indeed, we are talking about a steel frame linked to a rear arm, but what makes the difference is the efficiency and stiffness that it has. Even if it's constrained at its inner, the battery pack, really well done and also beautiful to see. The fork patented system allows to have mounted the engine in the same shaft, maintaining well linked the engine to the rear wheel and guaranteeing a good stiffness thanks to two generous bearings which are used as hub of the system. But let's talk about the battery. First of all, differently from other Oriental products, this one looks also beautiful. It's kept in a sealed aluminum shell with cooled wings to allow, in this case, to heat reduction. I didn't perceive the weight and transfer differences compared to a naked with the thermal engine. I think this could be successful because it gives the same feeling of a traditional motorbike, but with an incredible acceleration. Battery pack is 14.4 kW and it is rechargeable from home with a 3 kW plug-in, taking about 4 hours. But if you have the possibility to have a fast charger at your disposal, it will take less than 2 hours. Furthermore, the motorbike can be equipped with an additional battery pack to expand the range. Very important things. The battery has a 5 years guarantee and a full charge costs less than 3 euros. Let's talk now of what is more interesting in electrical motorbike, the autonomy. Let's start saying that the most depend on riding mode, setting, and the cost and wear will conduct our motor. But to give some number, we can say that in urban cycle, we can easily reach 259 km, whereas in the outdoors we go down to 198 km. If you want to have a great Sunday trip, it could be better to find a fast charge column near to the restaurant to achieve almost 400 km of autonomy. And it has a very good suspension. In the front wheel we find the Ciaooo fork full adjustable, whereas in the rear still Ciaooo, an adjustable shock absorber with exterior tank. The brake system is powerful and adjustable. On the front is dotted of double disc with 220 mm and 4-liter pistons, and on the rear a disc of 240 mm with the Optimum Bosch MSC motorcycle stability control. Pirelli Diablo Red tires are beautiful, built on 17 inches wheels. The rear is powerful and aggressive with the right look. The dashboard is good featured, with good quality knobs. The TFT display perfect and it could be tailored as you prefer. So, what's missing? In the left knob there is not the lever. There isn't and neither the stick shift. This argument deserves to spend a few words. I like changing gears. I think it's part of the fun. But driving this motorbike with an always full torque at every speed, you quickly forget this detail. We tried narrow curves and we really had fun. The height from the ground is optimal, 787 mm. The weight is 220 kg. And if we added to this an incredible low body center, we find out a very funny motorbike, well balanced and fast in curves. But acceleration will scare you. If we change the riding mode, putting it in sport mode, despite all their controls, we have quite the feeling to be riding a rocket. So exciting! The electronic part is the master, exactly like Tesla. Cyper 3 is the software that rules this motorbike. It has 5 mappings. Let's start from Eco, with braking energy recovery, to go to Street, that in my opinion is very well balanced in all situations. Then we have Rain, that changes enough the acceleration response. Then there is Sport, that transforms the motorbike in an incredible fury. And at the end we find also Custom, that allows you to customize as you want. Now, after getting drunk of numbers, let's say how it really goes this motorbike. We have generously talked about acceleration, but what I take off in addition of this high speed is the progression. You will never be in difficulties, but you will have all the powerful at your convenience. During emergency braking, the motorbike doesn't transfer the load, it's a controlled plank. Couldn't lay the knee on the ground because it was cold and moist, but anyway the curves it kept going the trajectory and gave good vibes. Now I wanted to talk about aerodynamics. Even though we are on a naked, the front aerodynamics studio is winning. You feel the air, but it doesn't bother. Radar is a part of the fun. We are just at the end of the test. We headed towards an uncrowded area with outdoors. And now let's fun. Andrea put on the helmet and goes slowly to the end of the street. Shines the light on my face. And to paraphrase a famous commentator, full throttle. He passed me a meter away and the air displacement almost let me fall down. I would never say the speed, but you can imagine. Now it's my turn. Andrea aimed the grove and I turned the knob. It's outstanding. Therefore, let's go to the conclusion. We liked this motorbike? Yes, very much. It's pure adrenaline and funny. But if you prefer to have it sweet and compliant, no problem. It remains the autonomy issue, because if you wanted to use in a long range, we need a little organization, but nothing not solvable, in my opinion. In closing, let's talk about the prices. Talking of zero, we just said is like Tesla's motorbike, so it's not cheap. But here is the big surprise. The motorbike we tried in standard version cost 21,320 euros, whereas from the premium version it cost 23,570 euros. Well guys, the test ended. I hope you like it, and I hope to have cleared up your mind about electrical motorbikes. Soon we will try other models with other features and I let you know how we'll go. If you haven't done yet, put a like on my video, subscribe my channel and activate the bell so you don't lose the next releases. See you soon! Ciao!